everyone, and welcome. I'm gonna do your reading for you. It's about his deepest and truest feelings for you. I want you to have a look at these cards. You can pick a card on the deck number 1. This is the Journey of Love deck, and I have a copper ball with it. I'm just going to put that into focus for you. That's the copper ball. This is how does he really feel. So next to that I have the tarot, and I have the cluster of amethyst here. How does he really feel about you? Next to that I have the goddess deck, and I have this orb of obsidian. See if I can put that into better focus for you. And that's deck number 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Whichever one you are most attracted to, that's resonating with you, I'll have the timestamps below. Also, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell button so you can get the notifications. Hi, my beautiful goddesses, everyone that picked the deck number 1. I'm just going to do your spread for you. We're going to be using different decks, and I'll just explain as I go along. How does he really feel about you? How does he really feel? So I'm just gonna see if you can see that. Okay. How does he really feel about you? So in this position, this card indicates what happened in the past, what the present is, what is 6 months from now about, the energy you've got now, what it's attracting, and the overall message is over here. What I've got, so in the past it's the pearl threaded. This is mostly about a connection that is severed, that in the past there was a bit of a separation, I feel, but that there's an invisible cord. If you can see, there is an sort of very thin cord connecting the two pearls. This is about a connection from afar that is undeniable, but right now, or there was a separation of some sort, something like that, that you know, there's sort of a psychic connection, but maybe not a physical being together. So the yin-yang lover I have as denoting the present. So right now, how he's actually feeling is that this love, there is passion, and that he's the masculine to your feminine. I do see lots of fiery energy around this. I see real desire there, real desire to do like intimate things and fun, and having real fun with that. But I'm getting a bit of a restriction, so I don't know what the restriction is about. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to see what the restriction is about. What's the restriction about in this passion? Okay, what's the restriction about this passion? Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, and Nine of Swords. And so, Ace of Swords and Six of Wands, these are usually for an immense effort being put forth, usually putting in a lot of work, a lot of intention, investment, and then I'm seeing Nine of Swords, which is usually arguments, and Swords is a communication, and as you see, somebody's feeling like they're got stabbed in the back or betrayed, and I do see some, real want to do real world moves, and an investment and real time, tangible, uh, real tangible offers. But I see some the want to be there, but the restriction of being an argument and communication barriers causing things to break down. Um, so there's some communication barriers causing things to break down. That could be arguments, there could be misunderstandings, that there was just no clarification about some things, that there was the the I'm seeing the intention being misunderstood. That the your intentions and his intentions may have been misunderstood by both of you, but actually both of you seem to have good intentions going into this. So as an outcome, I have here, let the feminine lead the way. Typically, this would be getting into your feminine energy, taking care of yourself, taking time out for yourself. I don't know if that's in focus right now. This camera doesn't like to focus automatically, so I hope that you can see that pretty well here. How's that? And if you can see, the woman is alone holding a cord from afar, so it's not that you don't have a connection, it's not that you can't have a connection, it's more that right now, this for now, there is a time for yourself here, and the focus should be on you and your femininity and protecting yourself. I do see that. If that resonates with you, please do take that. It doesn't mean it's forever over or whatever. It's, but right now the best action for you to take is that. Overall, it's loving all there is, looking at non-judgment, and also dropping expectations, not hanging on to expectations too tightly, having real, for example, you want to be with someone and you have this expectation, oh, he should be proposing, he should be doing this, or she should be doing that. Those kinds of things, you don't want to hang on to those. Right now is a really good time to learn how to let go of all of those things and continuing finding love in your heart for that person and for yourself and the whole situation. And that's what true love really is. You know, And if somebody is unable to meet your needs, or unwilling, or needs to do their own healing in a way before they can get there, then that must be true love is to accept that. So let's get some more clarification for this from the tarot. Loving all there is. How does he truly feel? Three of Cups. Death. Okay. Four of Cups. Six of Cups. 10 of Cups. Okay. There's some serious, wow. Um, all of these are really good cards, and usually death, most people don't like this card too much. But death is also associated with new beginnings, and it was the second card coming out of there. Then you've got 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and 3 of Cups. So this is all, cups all have to do with emotions, and especially these cards are all the cards that represent love, merriment, fulfillment. So I'm seeing ultimate fulfillment here. I'm seeing that true.
So for some reason my video just stopped recording, but I was saying that to clarify, I'm gonna pull some cards from the goddess deck for you.
Kali. So for now, he definitely sees that he needs a new beginning. And somehow there's been lessons learned, and those lessons were good ones, but he's still interpreting the events that happened and the events that occurred. Still not sure how to interpret them, and so he's kind of got to go into himself right now. That's what this one is going into yourself and doing healing work, and understanding yourself and your divine and your path, what your destiny is, and what the journey of love is teaching you, and how you're growing from this. So, Athena, the inner wisdom, yeah, definitely going inwards, and really not being ready to get out there for full union. Even though that was really real, the betrayal from back here is forcing you both to take some time away, and needing, it doesn't mean that you guys can't start anew eventually with a clean slate, but for now there's definitely a pause or a timeout. And if you use it, he looks to me like he's using it wisely and healing himself, and going inwards, um, because it was very joyful and true love for him. So there's definitely truth and validity. He does see you as a perfect, like a perfect woman, kind of, like a great lover, great passion, great compatibility. But somehow he needs to heal from this misunderstanding or betrayal. So I hope that helped you, and this was for you, how he really feels about you. Do subscribe to my newsletter and tap the bell button to get news and more readings and more videos. And I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Hello, my beauties. This is your reading for how does he really feel about you for pile number 2, which was the Amethyst, and starting with the tarot deck. So I'm going to do a spread. A 12-card spread. How does he really feel about you? Okay, how does he really feel about you? I'm just going to zoom out a bit so you can see the whole spread. I'm going to tilt down so you can see those bottom cards. So in the position of the situation, I have these really beautiful cards, really good cards: Prince of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant. So this is somebody definitely more traditional, and looking for marriage, having stability, capability, really looking to get serious in life, and looking into the future. I do see other people really kind of looking at this person, or looking at this person and finding him very desirable. So I see the very desirable person, kind of what you would consider a good catch. But I also see just a bit of vanity there. I see a little bit of more of a self-absorbed type of person, even though not necessarily bad in any way. Like when you look at the Prince of Pentacles, that's somebody that's pretty aware how great they are, kind of thing. If that makes sense, if that resonates with you. So what I've got here, what's playing in your mind, what's playing in his mind. So what I got here, so Four of Pentacles is getting help from somebody in authority. I see the Strength card, and I do see Five of Swords, of card of verbal betrayal. If you can see, somebody is basically spread out in a spread eagle by the Five Swords on a pentacle. So, and the roses have the sword in them, representing love being stabbed and killed, for now, by I see a strong woman. I see somebody with strength, with backup, somebody who has financial resources, but it's definitely something in the way. There's definitely a diminished communication here. Somebody somebody wanting to be helpful, and then being turned down by something much stronger than themselves. Almost like the structure behind you and your resources is somehow making him stay away. So these are the factors that are coming into play, outside factor. I do see the hangman here, which is usually representative of some sacrifice, like involuntary sacrifice. And so there's a pause to the worldly fulfillment here. Like the Ace of Swords and Eight of Pentacles are the material, and there's definitely some sacrifice that needs to be made right now, and there definitely finances are big in the picture, and business has come to a halt. People have had to take a break, and that is playing into what is happening with him right now and how he's feeling about you. There is some kind of a insecurity, which is so contradictory to this overconfident person. But I guess on the inside there are still some insecurities there. How does he feel about you? So here are some of the most likely outcomes are that somebody is definitely going to have some alone time here, the Hermit and the Princess of Pentacles. So these two, if you look them together, right, that's the Prince and the Princess. So he sees you as his perfect mate, but you're going to be forced to be alone for a bit and somehow perfect your craft and perfect your 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 trade, or what it is that you do in the world. And I do see you are making great progress in that, and it's not necessarily something that means that you're over for good. It's for now. There's some alone time, some honing of your skills, and maybe even more more work to be done. Right? It's just more work to be done in the world. The way you, who you are in the world is gonna expand and get even more refined, and that is a good thing. I do see some actions to be taken here. The actions that I see for you are to here, what do I've got? Nine of Swords, the Tower. So this is starting fresh with communications. So I would say definitely put a ceasefire if somebody's been throwing out bad words or letting tensions get to their head. Let that come to a halt right away. So, the crown is flying, people are falling. All the arguing, I see arguments or excessive worry is causing a breakdown in communication and failure in the relationship. I'm seeing what's necessary is to master your communication skills, master, because nobody is responding well to this, and he needs to master this as well. He's not as good at it as he thinks, and now it's time to do the healing work to master your ability to communicate, to master your emotions when tensions get high, and to process your expectations properly, not get too hung up on what needs to be happening and what shouldn't be happening. There is really much more room for you guys to be yourself than you think. I see some definite restrictions in the way you feel things should be. So that's your So, my beautiful Amethyst and Tarot deck, lovelies, I hope this resonated with you. I hope this helped you. Please subscribe and click the bell button for more free readings and notifications. I love you guys. Bye. Hello, my beauties. You have chosen the gorgeous Obsidian Sphere. Let's put that here. Put that here so you can kind of see it. So it doesn't roll around too much. Move the camera just a little bit. You've chosen the Goddess deck from Doreen Virtue, and I'm going to give you, I'm going to work with this and several clarification decks to get you your answer. How does he really feel about you? How does he really feel about you? So I've got Mother Earth. How does he really feel about you? So I do see Ma Wu as a Mother Earth. This is very earthy and very, here, let me see if I can focus that for you. Very powerful energy. Like he sees you as the ultimate mother of his children, as a woman who is very sexual, very able to connect and nurture and have ultimate power of ultimate feminine powers. So he sees you as a very stable and attractive energy for him. Um, Really, very, very good way he sees you. He sees you sort of like this great partner. Let's see, Bridget as a second. And right now, he says, don't back down. I'm really looking at that. I see a heart, a flame with passion. So right now, I'm getting quite a bit of passion still. I'm seeing a heart on fire, a warrior type energy, him really ready to go to war for you, ready to fight for you two, ready to stand up for um, for both of you, for you coming into existence, for your union, really able to wanting to make a step towards that, not wanting to back down from that, and really willing to put forth whatever energy is necessary. Um, definitely, definitely beautiful energy towards you, and very sincere energy and very capable energy. I do see a very good, capable and honest person, um, and so I'm seeing a very pure energy. I'm seeing, so this is the outcome card, and I've got purification here, and when you look at the woman coming out of the ocean holding both a dove a bird, a white bird, I think that's a dove, and a full overflowing cup. Right now is a very good time for you to fill yourself up so you can ready yourself for the union that's to come. And I do see basically, um, that's such a beautiful energy coming from that right now. I do see somebody wanting a marriage or a full union and being very fair with you and for you. Um, Wanting to have um, the life and the love that you dreamed of. Um, and almost like I see you guys at the altar very soon, him willing to do that, and wanting the purity and passion and love and a union that is very true in the world, that is very fair in the world. I'm going to get more clarification about how he feels about you from the tarot deck. How does he feel about you? So you're getting very good cards, somebody very, very willing and able, basically nothing standing in the way. You both have done a lot of soul healing to get to this point. You both have the qualities that resonate with each other, but also the ability to make it work in the long run, really going the distance. Yeah, I see you guys really going the distance with each other and for each other, especially him. I'm welling up from how much love there is in this connection and how much sincerity. Okay. Okay, I see the devil, the star, the moon, and the Seven of Pentacles. How does he really feel about you? Okay, sometimes he gets carried away in the emotion and the ideas he has for you. And he's worried he might not be able to do it in the long run. Sometimes he worries about the money and making you happy with the resources that are required to fulfill your dreams. Sometimes he might get carried away in his emotions and his desires, and some of them might be a little wilder and less realistic than the world. Even though you guys can execute this, you have what it takes, you have the skills, but he might be getting carried away in daydreaming and wishing upon a star. If you see sort of the star is a wishing for happiness and personal dreams and when that is combined with the devil, it could be, and the moon, that's a lot of water energy there, a lot of emotion and a lot of obsession obsession type energy, a lot of almost folly type ideas. So don't that is the true feeling. Is very intense emotions, and sometimes getting a little carried away, and then that turning into a bit of a worry in terms of how am I going to make that happen. Um, this person might be dreaming about some pretty wild things. They might have some pretty wild fantasies for themselves and for you both together. And also very deep Neptunian feelings. I'm seeing like a Piscean energy in here. It doesn't mean that they have to be a Pisces or you. It's more that the feelings and this connection is very Neptunian. It's rooted sort of in the mystical realms, definitely in the oceanic kind of dream world, that this is what dreams were made of. This is the fantasies, straight out of the fantasies, and I see both of you being carried away in a bit of a fantasy world, a very imaginative person, a very soft and emotional person. This could be their downfall at times, but I don't see that really standing in your way in the long run. But there is sometimes a bit of a worry because the fantasies and the dreams are very big. It's a big part of your connection is your fantasies, your dreams, your emotions, and and that deep rooted, uh, you know, mystical connection between you two. I see you guys almost talking with each other in your dreams, really having a very. So I see you guys talking to each other in your dreams and really having a very spiritual, deep, emotional, and passionate, dreamy connection, which sometimes worries you because, or worries him because he doesn't know how to, or you both know that this isn't completely rooted in reality all the time. Um, so make sure, and there may even be some, I see some wild partying going on. I do see some people needing some purification physically, and really making sure that the body and mind are clear, um, and grounded in moving forward. I'm gonna just pull some more cards out of the goddess deck. Oh no, I'm not gonna do the goddess deck. I meant to take out the love deck and give you one more message from 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 him and from the divine, how he really feels, his truest and deepest feelings for you. Okay, fine. This one wants to come out. So it's the Rings of Time. It's the number 44, which is a very fortuitous number. Rings of Time means that this bond requires more time to develop, and it's I see a past life connection, a true bond, true love, um, and requiring sincerity from both of you. He wants to make this very real, and real things take a lot of time. And again, I'm getting lots of this blue water energy. I'm getting so much water energy, which is all representative of true love and emotion and dreams. And to make your dreams come true, you're going to need more time and more development and more investment. This connection does need to be rooted into reality more. He is really interested in that, and I see him really wanting to make it real, possibly even with a ring. I'm seeing a very marriage-like energy in this at this time. So if this resonated with you, this is a beautiful reading, a lot of gorgeous energy here for you, and I think that's why you got the obsidian, uh, because this is a true connection. This is from the heart. An ocean of love is, you know, really pulling strong, um, but the rooting is really necessary right now, and both of you need time to ground this into reality and root it and make sure that there's enough resources for you in real life to make your dreams come true, and there's no reason that that couldn't happen. Okay, that was your reading from the goddess deck, and the obsidian, about how he truly feels about you. I love you. Please comment below. I hope that resonated with you and it helped you. Also subscribe, click the bell button so you get notifications when I post more videos. And I love you.